Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Dooger. My family's giggling at me. Hi, everybody. Welcome. How are you all? I was getting a little choked up when I started, and I was like, what is everybody spamming in chat? And I realized that it's the lull emote with the wings. It's very sweet. There's something just really precious about that. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much to Lieutenant Colonel Shepard for the 23 months, to Deve Gonzo for the 5 months, Random Lights for the 28 months, Alpha Gruffy for the 34, Mad Megan for the 9, happy Twitch baby, and Marsters for the 23. Can this be a no crying chat and stream? Definitely. I think I've gotten it all out at this point, so I might be lying to you, but I think we'll be okay. I'm definitely going to talk about it, though. So if you would rather not be here, I totally get it. I absolutely get it. The welcome back emote is adorable, isn't it? We also have a sub gift emote that is super, super cute. Let's see. D-Card, thank you so much for the 31 months. Braids, thank you so much for the new subscription. VDK Spirit, thank you for the 3. Hat Cat, thank you for the 23. 10 Circles, thank you so much for subscribing. Blacklight, thank you for subscribing. Blue Moo, thank you for the 3 months. D-Sidey, thank you so much for the 8. I hope you guys are all taking it easy. My entire family is basically here right now, so I've gotten to be like, can you please just take her? Which makes me feel super guilty, but also, you know, I'm taking advantage. Izzy the Otter, thank you for the 5 months. Portal Jacker, thank you for the 30. Dixie Pust, thank you for the 5. No One's Minion, thank you for the 5. Nag, thank you for the 14. The Amnet, thank you for the 4. NT Shy, thank you for the 19. Altrialty, thank you for the 18. Tridbites, thank you for the 9. Happy Twitch baby. Switzerland's Otters, thank you for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. I hope it's been an amazing year for you. Rob Poe, thank you for the 11. Yrox, thank you so much for subscribing. Rugaloo, thank you for subscribing as well. Welcome to the Cat Gang, guys. Star Dragonger, thank you for the 2 months. MB1, thank you for the 5. Avenging Sassy, thank you for the 29. Bright Stowen, thank you so much. Nag gifted that sub. So Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Bright Stowen. Welcome to the Cat Gang, my dude. Shinryo, thank you for the 19. Stefan Weber, thank you for the 5. Agent Sun, thank you so much for subscribing. Aiden Serenity, thank you for the biddies. Rebel Farmer, thank you for subscribing. Gmerk, thank you for the 20. Space Buns, thank you so much for subscribing. God, this thing keeps... I swapped over to Stream Elements so that we could have like the gifted sub stuff and all of that in our alert box, but the thing that like keeps track of your new subs and all of that actively scrolls. Not my favorite. Okay, let me see, where was I? Grimsteel Reaper, did I say hi to you? Whatever, you're getting another one. Thank you for the 17 months. Nadriachi, thank you for the 23. Bane, thank you for the 32. Chris Nashington, thank you so much for subscribing. Elric Yeager, thank you for the 29. Desert Urbania, thank you so much for the biddies. My condolences. I literally found you, Sam, Krender, etc. through TB. We'll miss him. Absolutely. We will all miss him a ton. Not a Furry, thank you for the 4. I am Soren, thank you for the 3. NES Death Angel, thank you so much for the 9. Happy Twitch baby. Anna Have, thank you for the 10. Arselbo, thank you for the 32. Zephyrus 1 for the 23. SSJ2 Rich, thank you for the 28. Akam Asylum, thank you for the 16. Separat, thank you for the 27. Haimuno, thank you so much for subscribing. Firestorm, thank you for the 2 months. The Funya Rinpa, thank you so much for subscribing. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you all so much for all of the support today. Deadman, thank you for the 6. Wardrick, thank you for the 23. Blundercrush, thank you for subscribing. Chibi, thank you for the 31. Astolfo, thank you so much for subscribing. Mark Demp, thank you for subscribing. Grumpy Grendel, thank you for the 20 months. Wad Player, thank you for subscribing. Sabermetric, thank you for the 21. Honey Puzzle, thank you for the 5. K Wizit, thank you for subscribing. MacTX, thank you so much for the 9 months. Happy Twitch baby. The gift gif is so cute. I know. Danny came up with that one on his own completely, which was amazing. Those are some cute sub animations, aren't they? I don't know if he's in chat, but Oreo Zima is the one who does literally all of our art, and he's super, super talented. I know that he's been looking for commissions and stuff, so if you like his art, he would love the support and for you to just like check out his stuff. So definitely do that because he deserves it. He's amazing. The Natural Philosopher, thank you for the 2 months. Trist, thank you so much for subscribing. And Bobo the Dog, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are super green today. Maybe it's because of what I'm wearing. I don't know. They are so good. How's the tiny baby? She is good. She's very gassy. She's been doing lots of this. She's been doing lots of this stuff pretty much all night. Poor thing. She was able to sleep for like 3.5 hours straight, but that was the most. Brother.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful.
Right?
Look at all that. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Not really. I look like a hot mess, but...
No, you don't. You look beautiful.
Hey guys.
This is Jared. He's my brother.
I'm like, oh, hi.
This is my lovely, talented brother, Jared. You should listen to all his music forever. My sister and I were like, we should totally make waffles. We should absolutely do some waffle action. And then she was like, you know what I like to do is I like to slice up a bunch of apples and then toss them with cinnamon and then throw them in the microwave and make like an apple compote for my waffles. And I was like, what? So that's what we're doing right now. Hell yeah. Nasu Bean, thank you so much for, oh, that was gifted. Gosh darn, trying to learn how to read these. Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Nasu Bean. Nasu Bean, welcome to the Cat Gang, and thank you, Nag, for gifting another sub. Lemmy, thank you so much for the biddies. So many biddies, thank you. Cry, thank you so much for the host, dude. Everybody coming over from Cry, how's it going? This is Saturday Morning Dooger, or SMD. When I call it SMD on Twitch, I get told off and it tells me that I'm being lewd, which is always hilarious. So, hey, we're just going to hang out and chit chat. Alias Found, thank you so much for the 20 months. Vivid Chim, thank you for the biddies. Captain Papercut, thank you for the 5 months. Amarian, thank you for the 14. Trueheart, thank you for the 28. And Meta, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. My parents are judging me, but I'm a little emotional right now. I've been emotional for a couple of days, understandably. I don't know why. I love the lull emote with the wings. I think it's so sweet. SMD is a great joke. Look, I didn't realize when I was like, I'm going to have a show called Saturday Morning Dooger. I didn't realize that when you would shorten it, it would seem like I was saying something else. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. But here we are. So, yeah, look at those. I love them. Whoa Bags, thank you so much for subscribing. Necrophilic Mushroom, thank you for the 3 months. Amy Igabeth, thank you so much for subscribing. Das Bugblech, thank you so much for the biddies. Eskimo, thank you for the 3 months. Kai Sanel, thank you for the 40. Otterscotch, thank you for the 2. Gonzo the Sock Puppet, thank you so much for subscribing. Akira Xander, thank you for the 2. And Stefan Weber, thank you so much for the biddies. I got bits for the first time. I wanted to gift them your way. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. And Deku Full Cowl, thank you for the 9 months. Happy Twitch baby, my dude. Yeah, it's also the abbreviation for suck my dick. So that's why. I can't stay long. I'm about to head out on a week-long beach trip. Good. Have fun. Enjoy yourself for sure. There's a lot of love today. It's nice. I know. I would be disappointed if that wasn't the case in regards to TB. I realized maybe you're talking about all of the resubs and things, which made me sound like a dick just then. But that's not what I meant. I more meant all of the sweet stuff happening in chat. Bandit D, thank you so much for the biddies. Phoenix. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Nag, thank you for gifting that sub. Sauron's Hot Dogs, thank you for the 6 months. Shroom, thank you so much for subscribing. Mr. Preston, thank you for the 2. Reshki, thank you so much for the 9 months. Happy Twitch, baby. Wheelie Games, thank you for the biddies. LCJ Corsa, thank you so much for subscribing. Amy V. Fox, thank you for subscribing. Lemmy, thank you for the biddies. And Dark Mayor, thank you so much for hosting. I thought SMD meant sandwiches of mass destruction. It does now. It does now. I thought SMD was sadomasochistic dominant. It's also that. There's lots of stuff going on in here. Nag Nag, thank you for gifting another sub to
Welcome,
Rabid
you
Tribble. Rabid Tribble,
fine
welcome to the cat
cat-loving,
gang.
coffee-drinking
And no
burrito
usernames
babe.
elected. Thank you. Or no username selected. You can read that in 2 different ways. Thank you so much for the biddies. And Tea Time Rebel, thank you for the 5 months. Suck my donger. That's a sweeter way to put it. It means the same thing, but it's like there's something more precious, right? Are you going to do something fancy with your hair again? Or have you gone normal now? Why you got to put the tongue face after that? Like, you're never going to be cool again. You're never going to do something cool with your hair ever again. I know it. I feel it in my heart. That's how I read that. I would love to dye my hair again now that she's popped.
Welcome,
Also,
you fine
it's only been a month, my
cat-loving,
dude. Why are you in such a big hurry
coffee-drinking
for me
burrito
to do something with my hair? I can't even leave the house.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking
Let's
burrito
see.
babe.
Maya Moore, thank you for the 8. Kessa Vow Wow, thank you so much for the 19. Smoke Scully, thank you for the biddies. Stormed Wolf, thank you for the biddies. They call me Surprise, thank you for the biddies. And Nalis, thank you for the 6 months.
Welcome, you fine
Moms aren't cool, but that's
cat-loving,
okay.
Coffee-drinking burrito
Cheers.
babe.
I've never been cool, so here we are. Something that I definitely wanted to say before we get started, because otherwise I might forget, is that I've been seeing a lot of people wondering whether or not the GoFundMe that was put together by David is legit, and if Jenna is okay with it, and if she knows about it. She definitely does. It is legit. So if you would like to help them out that way, oh yeah, it's being linked in chat right now. That is it is like the real GoFundMe. The only person who can take money out of it is Jenna. So it's on the level. So if you would like to check it out. Oh, David's in chat right now. Hi David. If you would like to check that out, that would be amazing. You definitely should. I've been watching old videos of TV in the gang. Can we get the Timo hat back, please? I gave that to somebody. Who did I give that to? Why is the gifted sub thing? Oh, it's all borked. The words underneath the gifted sub aren't showing up. That's actually really funny. I literally set this up.
Welcome, you
I tried to
fine
start setting this up like
cat-loving,
10 minutes before I went live
coffee-drinking burrito babe.
and was so confused. Stream Elements is so different from anything that I've ever used before. And I was like, Sam, can you please help me? So there's all kinds of stuff that is not quite right yet. So thank you for being patient with me. They call me Surprise. Thank you for the biddies. Nalis, thank you for the 6 months. William Block, thank you for the biddies. Nag Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Marcats. Marcats, welcome to the cat gang.
Welcome,
Oh my gosh, stop. Giro the Hero, thank you so much for subscribing. Galactic Boredom, thank you for the 2 months. Rubber Ninja, thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much, everybody who's coming over from Ross. Hey, we were just hanging out, my dude. We just saw Deadpool together. What is this? Thank you so much for the host. Chris Viking, thank you so much for the 44 months. Sai Avia, thank you so much for the biddies. And Bruiser Waits, thank you for the 44. It's normal to talk into more, and we all do it in our own way. I discovered you and Jesse through TB. The what the fuck is videos will always be in my memory. Yeah, man. I went back and rewatched the video where we played Sacrifice together, because that was so like all of my whipped cream has died. Talking too much already. Lurker Panda, thank you for the 15. Clone DC, thank you so much for subscribing. Bobo the Dog, thank you for the biddies. Star Screamer, thank you for subscribing. And Daring Do Nothing, thank you for subscribing as well. Yeah, that was one of the first videos where, because, you know, TB had been doing like critiquing stuff for a while. He had done Blue Please. He was just very comfortable just like talking. And I wasn't there yet, which some of you might find completely laughable, but I wasn't quite there yet, especially not in the sense of like giving my opinion on a game, right? And so TB asked if I wanted to do that video with him. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the first time that I'm like doing a collaboration on something like this that I'm not super good at yet. And he was so unbelievably patient with me. It was awesome. It was so sweet. Like here's something you might not know. we went to record that video.
Welcome,
We got
you
like 5
fine
minutes in,
cat-loving,
and he went, all right,
coffee-drinking burrito babe.
why aren't you talking? He like stopped the whole thing and was like, you okay? You literally haven't said anything yet except to introduce yourself. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. I've never done a video like this before. And he was like, that's okay. We can start over. It's not a big deal. Just like, you know, just say whatever comes to your mind. And if you watch that video, it's a lot of me laughing because I was like trying to fill the space of where I should be talking sometimes with laughter because I wasn't sure what to say. You know, I was still like very awkward, but he was super, super patient with me. I was thinking about that a lot. So I went back to watch the video and I was like, oof, I can't watch this. It's so cringy. It's so cringy to hear yourself just like heck up a bunch. The video, it was the pilot episode. It was on the Game Station channel. It was the pilot episode for a show that TV wanted to make called This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. It was entirely going to be about games that were underappreciated, games that were super cool but really underappreciated. And so he wanted each time to have like a different guest.
Hi, my love.
Oh, wow. The old stuff is hilarious. It really is. If you wanna see some quality weirdness, go on the TGS channel. Hi, my love.
Hi.
Everybody say hi, Sam.
Yo. It's me, the beard.
Did you see Ken was like, I might be over having a beard?
No.
Yeah, Ken said he might not want the big beard anymore.
Did his penis fall off too?
Wow. I was wondering if maybe it was because the baby keeps grabbing it because that's been your life.
I trimmed mine because mine
She
was
kept,
way bigger.
Clark kept just like making a fist in his beard and he'd be like, ow, ow.
It's worth it.
The price of beauty. All right, hold on. Let's go backwards. Let's go back in time. Duchess of Sass, thank you for the 7 months. Stonehead, thank you for the 27. Just Me, Andy, thank you so much for the 18 months. Yardims, welcome to the Cat Gang. Nag, thank you for gifting that sub. Kitsune for Life, thank you for the 6 months. The Minoc, thank you so much for subscribing. Adam Neely, thank you for the 23, almost 2 years. Wardo, thank you so much for subscribing. Mystic Knight, thank you for the biddies. I was watching the time Krender put himself in the brig and everyone fell over laughing. I loved whenever all of you were having a great time. Oh, that was really fun too. Oh my gosh, playing that game was really, really fun. Panda Bite, thank you for the biddies. Nag, thank you for gifting another sub to Roar Garan. Roar Garan, welcome to the Cat Gang. Astro Moon, thank you for the 16. Dark Lurker for the biddies. It's Hafu. Thank you so much for hosting. Hi, Hafu. How are you? Thank you so much. Everybody coming over from Hafu. How are you? We just sit around and talk on this show. So I hope you enjoy. Chattleton, thank you so much for subscribing. Matsukawa, thank you for subscribing. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Our House, thank you so much for all the biddies. You gave us more than we could ever ask from anyone. Love and forever, always. I know, man. I was watching the latest co-op cast when I read the news on Twitter. Oof. I feel really bad for everybody who was streaming at the time. Like Sam and JP were both streaming and then found out because chat started like spamming it. And I was like, that would be really, I feel like that would be really hard to deal with emotionally. Like I can't imagine that, like finding that out that way. Daneskin, thank you for the 5 months. Lottie the Cat, thank you for the 32. Nag, thank you for gifting to Olympius. Olympius, welcome to the Cat Gang. Lanugo, thank you so much for subscribing. Dutch, thank you so much for the biddies. Ethan Immortal, thank you so much for the biddies as well. Lolly Days, welcome to the Cat Gang. Zephyrus One, thank you for gifting that sub. C Pandachu, thank you so much for the biddies. And Nag, thank you for gifting another sub to Ethan Immortal. Immortal, welcome to the Cat Gang. I love the Felicia Day. Oh, the Felicia Day podcast. Yeah, that was one of the first like really big bits that happened. Same thing happened to the Warframe devs during their weekly stream, so they shut it down and deleted the VOD. Oh man. Yeah, it was nuts. I found out when I was playing cards with my family. We were just like hanging out playing cards. And Sam texted me and was like, "Hey, have you heard the news?" And I was like, "No, the news about what?" And just started like crying at the table. I was like, "I need a minute," and everybody was like, "Understandable." So they took the baby and let me just have a while to myself, which was very sweet. I'm glad that my family was here at the time. But then obviously this, like, once I came back out, I was like, "Give me my baby. I want to hug my baby." and then I just like curled up on the couch. But it's, I haven't had a friend pass away, I think, since high school. And I was surprised that it feels so similar. For me at least, there's like this big, like, rush of emotion that happens that sticks with me for a few hours. And then I feel like, did that actually happen? Like, did that really happen? It's such a bizarre feeling. I think it takes a little time for it to sink in sometimes, for sure. Nag, thank you for gifting another sub to Thiestro. Thiestro, welcome to the Cat Gang. And Meta, thank you so much for the biddies. Yeah, it's bizarre. I think especially because, like, John became such a close friend of mine, you know, like the way that we met, because I know I saw somebody was asking, the way that we met was we were both like, we were two of the first people to join TGS, right? And he literally reached out. He like sent me a message and was like, "Hey, I know that, you know, you and I are both in like this first wave of people for this new thing. So I wanted to just reach out and say hi." And that was like the start of our friendship. And I started going to him when I would start to like doubt myself about things. And he became kind of like my like YouTube dad, sort of. I would go to him and just be like, "I don't know what to do." Or I would do the same thing with David. I would like go to both of them and just be like, I'm really frustrated with this, or I'm having trouble like doing this. And TB was always so straight up with me, but like really supportive at the same time. And he was always just so nice. And like, in asking me to do the sacrifice video with him, right? Like, he knew that I had never done anything like that before, but he wanted to give me the opportunity to try doing stuff like that. On my channel, like even just, you know, like a year ago or something, on my channel, when I would try something new, he would always message me and be like, "Hey, that was really good. You should do more stuff like that." Specifically like opinion pieces, right? He was like, you have a really good voice. You have a good opinion. Like, you should trust yourself more. You should make more stuff like that. Cause, you know, TB was always unabashedly himself. And he was always so, open with like what he felt, you know, like how he felt about things, what he thought was right, what he thought was wrong. He always stuck to his guns with that, you know? So I think when his friends would take the opportunity to make their opinions known, he always felt like kind of proud, you know? So when I would do stuff like that, he would always be like, "You should do more of that. You're good at it. You should do more of that stuff." And I always felt good, because I think with that sort of stuff, you second guess even uploading it, right? Because you're like, "Oh God, the comment section is going to be a nightmare." But sometimes when I would do videos like that, even if the comment section was a nightmare, if John reached out and was like, "That was a good video," I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, it was." Hell yeah, it was a good video, you know? He was just like, a lot of people I think saw him as like this really, really serious stoic person. But he was just like a sweetheart that just wanted all of his friends to succeed and wanted all of us to have fun and enjoy games. And yeah, and he'll be missed. We'll all miss him a ton. Is it okay to cry about him even though I didn't know him IRL? Of course, absolutely. Right? Like, we are in like this interesting period of time where you really get to know us, right? A lot of you guys really got to know John, even if you never met him. It is totally understandable for him to have a huge impact on your life, regardless of whether or not you've ever, you know, talked to him in real life or seen him in real life. Like, that doesn't change the fact that he could have a huge impact on you, right? So of course, it's always okay to cry. Absolutely. So, yeah. My YouTube dad, rest in peace. I miss him already. Okay, now it's time to cry. Stop, I just dried up. I'm sorry. But I felt like, you know, I feel like it was important to take a minute and talk about him. A minute at the very least. Stop, I'm dehydrated. Sorry, I'm sorry. Let's see. Fairly Funny Feline Friend, thank you so much for subscribing. Roar Garan, thank you for gifting a sub to Gengzi. Gengzi, welcome to the Cat Gang. Dr. Serial, thank you so much for the 2 months. Fatal Strike, welcome to the Cat Gang. Square, thank you for gifting that sub. Tassuman, thank you for subscribing. Cobra Samurai, thank you so much for the host. Insaden, thank you for the 23 months, almost 2 years. I didn't realize the impact TV had on me until I heard he was gone. It upset me a lot more than I realized. It's lovely to hear all the behind-the-scenes stories of the nice things he did from people all over the years. Yeah, guys, if you like get an opportunity to read some of the stories people have been posting and like the anecdotes and things, you should. You absolutely should, because all of us have such fond memories of John, you know. Danny Catmum, welcome to the Cat Gang. Mr. Grumpy, thank you for gifting that sub. Mountain Coder, thank you for the 38 months. Monolithic Void, thank you so much for subscribing. Crowbar High Five, thank you for subscribing. Gilly Now, thank you for subscribing. Aragami Chan, thank you for the 5 months. Goatworm, thank you for the host. Nilsonator, thank you for the 11 months. Haluja, thank you for the 5. Silver Brit, thank you for the host. Oh, for Fox's Sake, thank you so much for the 9 months. Happy Twitch baby. And Flip Chick, thank you for the 6 months. Yeah, I mean, we're all dealing with it differently, you know. Grief hits people in totally different ways. There's no right way to grieve, right? That TB who's going to remind us that anime is trash. Look, TB will be with us every time we watch anime. The secret weeb that is Total Biscuit. You know what we should all do? You know what we should all do is we should sit down and we should watch the live action Death Note series, because he believed deep in his heart that it was great. So we should just sit and watch it. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Square, thank you for gifting a sub to Aiden Serenity. Box of Doom, thank you so much for the biddies. TV Jesse and you, I've been following you since the first TGS podcast. Oh my gosh, you've been around forever. Watch you guys grow, interact, and become friends. TB's a legend. He'll be sorely missed and never forgotten. Agreed. Our house, thank you so much for the biddies. Please everyone give all your love to Jenna and the family going forward. He's given so much. Please be kind and loving, as I know all of you are. Yeah, again, definitely check out the GoFundMe. And, you know, if you can't give, then share it. That would be amazing. What else was I going to say? I'm trying to remember. It'll come to me. It's fine. I'm going to miss him as my background noise. You should just start over from the beginning. You should just start over from the beginning and rewatch everything that he's ever made. I'm really grateful for the lull emote. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, isn't it awesome that we have like the official lull emote? That's great. That's so great. Let's see. Square, thank you for gifting a sub to Our House. Our House, welcome to the Cat Gang. Virtual Last, thank you for the 16 months. Square, thank you for gifting a sub to Trainer. Trainer, welcome to the Cat Gang. Edrelease, thank you so much for the biddies. Blooming Zonda, thank you for the biddies. Between all the YouTubers and indie games he introduced me to, he's responsible for 90% of the entertainment I watch for over 5 years. Sinvicta talking about him made me cry like a baby. Yeah. Neil DMAC, thank you so much for the 11 months. Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Dr. Spiz. Dr. Spiz, welcome to the Cat Gang. Tomo, thank you for the 15. Commando Joe, thank you for the 1 year. Happy anniversary.
Welcome,
Dragon
you
Sparks,
fine
thank you for the
cat-loving,
23. Archipad, thank you for the
coffee-drinking
biddies. And
burrito babe.
Senotran, thank you so much for subscribing. If you get too emotional, remember if he was here, he'd be telling you to be quiet and play some games for the podcast. he would be showing up in my chat and talking about what garbage content I make. Like a real friend does. Oh, my poor waffle. Hold on. Let's see how these apples are that my sister put together. Oh my god. Oh shit. Chrissy, you've outdone yourself. What is this non-content? Yeah, Jesse and I were talking about how, like, we might not be as close of friends as we are. Like, isn't that crazy? Jesse's, like, one of my best friends. And thinking about the fact that we didn't really get to know each other until we were on the
Welcome,
podcast.
You fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
And, like, maybe if we hadn't have been on the podcast, we wouldn't be as close of friends. Yeah. I'm also eating on stream in honor of TB. Let's see. Draylin, thank you for the 6 months. C-Game. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Our House, thank you for gifting that sub. And Our House, thank you for gifting another sub to Smoke Scully. Smoke Scully, welcome to the Cat Gang. Oman Amalson, thank you so much for subscribing. Breadco, thank you for the 7 months. Nagnag, thank you for gifting a sub to Mighty Deacon. Mighty Deacon, welcome to the Cat Gang. Small Tom Gaming, thank you for the 14 months. Silent Ginger, welcome to the Cat Gang. Our House, thank you for gifting that. And It's Steuben, thank you for the biddies. You waffle eating motherfucker. It's all coming together, full circle. I mean, we don't know what's going on with anything right now, right? We're not worrying about it yet. That's not a conversation that needs to happen right now, like what's going on with the podcast or anything like that. That stuff can wait. Yo, but you should, like, seriously, if you want to do some memory lane stuff, go back and watch, like, the first TGS podcast. Because that's crazy. Oh my gosh. By the way, thank you guys so much, all of you, for the resubs and the new subs and the gifted subs and all of that. I appreciate it big time. Our House, thank you for gifting a sub to the Silent Ginger. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Clumsy Goose Cat, thank you for the 4 months. Vivid Chim, thank you for the biddies. I've been watching TV for about 7 years. Since the first Terraria video with Jesse, I found you and loads of other creators through John. Bonded with some of my closest friends because of the podcast. And I'm even studying to be a games critic because of his What the Fuck Is content. He will be dearly missed. Man, he had a huge impact on me then. Saya, thank you so much for the 5 months. Our House, thank you for gifting a sub to Vivid Chim. Vivid Chim, welcome to the Cat Gang. Square, thank you for gifting a sub to Jack151D. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Chronolist, thank you for the 40 months. Sushi Commander, thank you for the 4. Chronocoma, thank you so much for subscribing. And Midwinter Lily, thank you so much for the 5 months. I remember when TB aggressively told that dude his stuff was great. Yeah, man. He was always there to be like, stop second guessing yourself. You make amazing content. You're good shit. Can you turn on the notifications? I can. It'll take me a minute. You can't turn down all of them at the same time, which sucks a little. I really wish you could. All right, let's pop in here. Turn this down. Boop. Pop in here. Turn this down. Boop. Just going through them individually. It's fine. We're almost there. Oops. Boop. 3 more. And boop. And boop. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with that sub gift one. I don't know why it doesn't show the text underneath. But again, I tried to do this kind of last minute and put those other ones in. So this is what I get. This is really what I get in the end. Lazy Blue Guy, thank you for the biddies. Or thank you for subscribing. Wow. I was looking at a different one. Lazy Blue Guy, thank you for subscribing. Moose, thank you so much for all the biddies. I appreciate it. I'm going to buy some big old diapers with that. Nag Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to NGG12. NGG12, welcome to the Cat Gang. The Wadden, thank you so much for the biddies. Kiddu Jans, thank you so much for subscribing. Phoning, thank you so much for all the biddies as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Square, thank you for gifting a sub to Moose. Moose, welcome to the Cat Gang. Our House, thank you for gifting a sub to the Wadden. Wadden, welcome to the Cat Gang. Striker, thank you so much for subscribing. And Our House, thank you for gifting a sub to Slackson. Slackson, welcome to the Cat Gang. But like the text is really far away from the picture, right? There's like a bunch of space underneath it, but the text is like way down here. I don't know how to fix that. I need to mess around with it. First time I knew of you, Jesse, and TV was I happened across a co-op animated. Oh, cool. And I watched the entire VOD that ep was based on. It was awesome. Y'all were awesome. I spent the next 6 months, give or take, watching everything from TGS podcast all the way up to the current co-op. What? Your guys' voices kept me company during my mind-numbing days at work. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Statistics say waffles contribute to 60% of emotional eating. That's because waffles are amazing. I haven't even started eating the actual waffle part. Yeah, dude. I was also, you know how you get into that headspace where you're like, man, I should have done more. You know what? You know, it was one of the things that I thought about is I was like, man, I feel bad for all of the times that I made fun of the games he likes. Which is so stupid because he constantly made fun of the games that, like, in a way more aggressive way, made fun of the games that I like. And I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have been so mean about 4X games. Like, what a weird thing to think. I was thinking about that and it just made me laugh. Like, what a stupid thing. What a stupid thing that I'm thinking right now. Veneman, thank you so much for subscribing. Solar Blitz, thank you for the 23 months. Valicia, thank you so much for subscribing. 47, thank you for the 4 months. Lazy Blue Guy, thank you for the biddies. Night. Now I'm giving you biddies. Thank you. Nightshade, thank you so much for the 5 months. Cursed Dodin, thank you so much for subscribing. Our House, thank you for gifting us up to Hitman. Hitman, welcome to the Cat Gang. Florisi, thank you for subscribing. Kasara, thank you for the 32 months. Blackstar Victoria, welcome to the Cat Gang. Our House, thank you for gifting that. And Skyform, thank you for the 40 months. Don't forget all the times he ripped on your anime. Yeah, but he was a secret weeb and we all know it. We all know it. He tried lots of anime, okay? Just because he doesn't like fan service, I don't like fan service. Him saying, I don't like fan service, so I'm not a weeb. No. Incorrect. Watching him fight with Krendor was the best. Oh my god. All of the times that we would finish a co-op with Krendor and he'd be like, I'm never asking Krendor on this show again. Like every single time Krendor would be on, he'd be like, I'm never asking Krendor on this show again. And I would be like, that's not true. That's not true. I don't know if Krendor's in here, but just FYI, every time you were on there. Every time. They're so funny. I'd be like, that's a lie. Why are you lying? Insight Override, thank you so much for subscribing. Dinosaur, thank you for the 20 months. Tyrell Stratus, thank you for the 11. And Neo Visual, welcome to the Cat Gang. Library Lad, thank you for gifting that sub. No one can get rid of Krendor. It's true. Krendor is a constant in all of our lives. Krender is the best when there's someone mildly annoyed at him. That's when his comedy truly works, right? His comedy really like hits its stride when somebody's like, Krender, what the fuck? Why can't you be more professional? If Krender became the new host, TV would rise from the dead. It's true. He'd be like, no, I can't do this. Torek, thank you for the 5 biddies. Brian, welcome to the Cat Gang Square. Thank you for gifting that. Library Lad, thank you for gifting a sub to Torek Ferrero. Ferrero, welcome to the Cat Gang. Terry Wimberly, thank you so much for the biddies. And Ziff, welcome to the Cat Gang Square. Thank you for gifting that. Krender is professionally unprofessional. Yeah. Okay, I'm eating the actual waffle part now. I left it long enough, though, that my favorite part about waffles is now moot, right? Because my argument is always, well, pancakes versus waffles. I prefer, I'm not going to say waffles are better. I prefer waffles because they've got more crispy edges, right? There's more edges to like crisp up. But I left all that like whipped cream and stuff on this for long enough that there's no crispiness now left.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Oh gosh, where did I leave off? Oh no. Oh, here we go. Kakai-san, thank you so much for the 5 months. Coffee, thank you so much for the biddies. Will you play more Monster Prom at some point? Oh, definitely. Insafan, welcome to the Cat Gang. Our house, thank you for gifting that. Black Menthol, thank you for the 19 months. Library Lad, thank you for gifting a sub to Almost All Might Will. Welcome to the Katogungu. Feel the Wall, thank you for the biddies. Fangry Boy, thank you so much for subscribing. Dexter, thank you for the host. And McGrath, thank you for the 10 months. Waffles are just buff pancakes. I love waffles. It's also my friends Curtis and Margaret gave us a Captain America waffle iron, so that's what we always use. Look how sad it is. It's just like, I'm the symbol of peace.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking
Me.
burrito babe.
I am. Okay, Captain America, chill out. I want a Dodger and Sam Detroit playthrough.
You fine
Detroit isn't multiplayer, is it?
coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Bye, Dragon Duke. Have a good day. So, you let your waffle get soggy. I really like that meme. I don't care what anybody says. That one and the is this a blank? The actual clip from that anime is hilarious because it doesn't make it any clearer. It doesn't make any more sense than the meme does.
Coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Where was I? Here we go. Nag Nag, thank you for gifting us up to Cute Fox. Cute Fox, welcome to the Cat Gang. Porcelain Rat, thank you for the host. Adlas, thank you so much. Oh no, I lost you. For subscribing. Mantis Owned, thank you so much for the biddies. Kokuma, welcome to the Cat Gang. Library Lad, thank you for gifting that. Mar13, thank you for subscribing. Purple King, thank you for subscribing. The Warden, thank you so I'm gonna just say your name in more and more ridiculous ways as we go. Thank you for the biddies. Can you watch Krender put himself in the brig? Like on stream? No, but everybody should click that link because it's fantastic. Our house, thank you for gifting a sub to Kruggy. Kruggy, welcome to the Cat Gang. Library Lad, thank you for gifting a sub to Matthias. Matthias, welcome to the Cat Gang. Chompers, thank you for subscribing. XP Walnut, thank you for the 3 months. Library Lad, thank you for gifting a sub to Dexter. Anthonius, thank you for the 23 months. And Death Angel, thank you so much for the host. I'm tempted to get the Death Star waffle iron for my brother-in-law. You should. Look. Fun waffles makes you actually want to make waffles all the time.
Welcome, coffee drinking burrito babe.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I've really liked seeing like game developers talk about it. I don't know why. Just like it kind of cements the impact that he had, you know. I met John back in the WoW radio days. I went to his parents a few times when he held his game fest where 10 of us would... Wait, come back. No, come back. Would go around to play board games. Would always have dinner with him and Jen at BlizzCon and CoxCon with my 2 other friends. I'm so glad so many people have such similar stories. Oh. I have an old Mickey Mouse waffle iron from Disney World. Was a child screaming fuck in the background? No, there was just a child screaming. Where's your hat at, Lucifrit? Gosh darn. Peacock Chan, thank you for subscribing. Fire Tower, thank you for the 4 months. Mr. Peril, welcome to the Cat Gang. Square, thank you for gifting that. Touched Muppet, thank you for subscribing. Nag Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Miko. Our House, thank you for gifting a sub to Skirk. And Bobo, thank you for the biddies. Have you read the Sunstone comic? If not, try Googling it. Okay. Aren't all kids screaming fuck in their baby language? I mean, these are grown ass children. Not babies like mine. You forgot to tweet the stream. It's too late now. We're an hour in. It's over. Everything's over. My favorite part of the Krendor clip is your face. You have a baby now? I do. She's going to be a month old in 2 days. Oh my gosh. On Monday. Oh, she's going to be a month old on Monday. My sweet girl. She was doing lots of this all night. I was saying that earlier, but for any of you who are just now here, let me reenact it again. She was doing lots of... She was uncomfy. Poor baby. Does anyone remember Sam's French Toast improv song? I do not. Yeah, I feel like I guess one of the reasons that people always like reference their children in terms of months is because like different months are different milestones. But like once your baby's 1, I don't know. I feel like once my child is 1 year old, when people are like, how old are they? It would be like, they're 1. They're 1 or they're 1.5, right? Like, but who knows? Maybe I won't be that way. I don't know. Square, thank you for gifting a sub to Amazulan. Amazulan, welcome to the Cat Gang. Blabada, thank you for the 48 months, 4 years. Thank you so much. I hope it's been an amazing 4 years. I appreciate it so much. Feo, thank you for the 10 months. Necriturius, thank you so much for the 4. Our House, thank you for the biddies. I never had much of a dad. It might be weird, but I always thought of TB as a sort of father figure. I learned a lot from him, and I wish I could have met him. He was my YouTube dad. That's what I'm saying. He had that feel to him, right? Angel Baby as fuck. Thank you so much for the host. Venomancerous, thank you for the 23 months. Bounty Roger Gaming, thank you so much for the 3. Crystal Lee, thank you for subscribing. And Fluffy Ducks, thank you for subscribing.
Burrito babe.
I can't seem to find the I'm a Wario and I'm a gonna win ASMR loop. Oh gosh. I'm a Wario and I'm a gonna win. I'm a Wario and I'm a gonna win. That was a weird video to make. What kind of cravings did you have during your pregnancy? The only thing that I can think of, and I don't think I really realized until I like already had her, was I was eating cucumbers constantly. I still really want cucumbers all the time. That might be one of the privated videos. Yeah, that's true. They privated a ton of videos on Polaris, so that might be why you can't find it. Hope you're okay. I know the past couple days have been hard for you. I loved everything about that man. I know he's out there somewhere attempting to record a what the fuck is death video. Yeah, we're doing okay. Everybody's dealing with it differently, you know, but a lot of us have all talked with each other and yeah. Is Polaris still a thing? No, but that's where that video is. If somebody wanted to try and find it, but I'm positive that's one of those videos where they were like, "This is weird. Let's get rid of this." Yeah, I mean, I've talked with Jesse, I've talked with Krendor, I've talked with JP a bunch. You know, we're all reaching out to each other, so don't worry. I just checked and it's not private. It's unlisted, but here it is. How do you find unlisted videos? Never mind. I don't care. Krendor's making his own version of this show. Do you fear being surpassed? I mean, greatness is always duplicated. So let's see. Thank you again, everybody, for like the resubs and all these gifted subs. A ton of gifted subs. Thank you, guys. Our house, thank you for gifting a sub to Zarkri. Zarkri, welcome to the Cat Gang. Nag, thank you for gifting to Ek Richter. Ek Richter, welcome to the Cat Gang. Peacock Chan, thank you for the biddies. How's the Oogie Boogie of Cats doing? I hope you are well. The Oogie Boogie of Cats? Is that Sherlock? If it's Sherlock, he's great. Our house, thank you for gifting a sub to 1 Point Man. 1 Point Man, welcome to the Cat Gang. Big Sizzle, thank you for the 20 months. Random, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the 1 year, or for the 4 years. Oh my God. Thank you for the 4 years. I was trying desperately to remember what a garbage disposal was called the other day. By the other day, I mean literally yesterday. I was staring my sister in the face, being like, you know, this, and then you this, and you press the button, and it. And she was like, what? Oh, it was very silly. Thank you for the 4 years, dude. I hope you're doing good. Basic Drew, thank you for the 20 months. Paramore, welcome to the Cat Gang. Nellig, thank you for gifting that sub. Ramble, thank you so much for subscribing. Rip Zagus, thank you for subscribing. Odious Spoons, thank you for subscribing. All of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Nag, thank you for gifting a sub. To Corielian, welcome to the Cat Gang. Music Ninja, thank you for the host. And Begrudged Nuisance, thank you for the 15 months.
Welcome, you fine.
Dodger's getting old. No, I just have that. I didn't realize that like the pregnancy mom brain thing continues after you have the baby. It's like a proven thing. They're like, nope, that doesn't end. That doesn't end after you have it. I'm like, great. Great. Awesome. I'm so glad that my brain is still not working properly. It's permanent. No. Some people were saying that that it continues for a while if you're like breastfeeding, but it slowly like evens out. What is pregnancy mom brain? So when you're pregnant, right? All of these like sugars and blood and like all of this stuff is trying to build a child, right? So your brain doesn't always work as well. And then you like for me, I forgot words all the time. I would be talking and I would be like, this thing, right? Like I would do that sort of shit. And then after you have the baby, there's still all kinds of like weird stuff going on with your body, but also you're not sleeping as well, right? So you're just like, what the fuck is this? What is this thing? This thing? What's that called? You'll stay that way forever. Gone are the fun days. Sometimes when your brain doesn't work as well, it's more fun, maybe. I don't know. Sugar's blood. What's the rest of the recipe? For a baby? Not much. Not much. Jelani Raptorus, thank you so much for subscribing. Possibly a Joe, thank you for the 2 months. Amkoa, thank you for the 5. Nessa Dolan, thank you for the 7. British Digestive, thank you so much for subscribing. Johnny Mogg, thank you for the 5. And Peacock, thank you for more biddies. It was a reference to something Jesse and you made a joke about on the podcast years ago, saying if they were to pull up to your hood, all they would find is a bunch of cats mashed together like Oogie Boogie. Ah, gotcha. You'll still have fun, just different fun. My baby, yeah, her name is Clark. She's very sweet. She's a very good baby. She took the bottle super easy. We tried feeding her a bottle yesterday, and I was like, oh, gosh, because I have multiple friends who are like, yeah, I had to buy, like 10 different nipple types in order for my baby to finally like one. And I was like, oh, no. But we kept hoping because she took her binky, like, immediately. The very first time we tried to give her a binky, she was like, hell yeah, get that in my mouth. So we were like, please, please, please let her take the bottle easy because then I could actually stream. I could stream without having to take huge breaks, right? I can just pump a bunch and then Sam can feed her. Like, there would be so many benefits to this. And she took it immediately. First try. Didn't fuss at all. And my mom was like, she's eating so much. Because originally we gave her like 2 ounces. And they were like, oh, that'd probably be enough. She chugged it all. Gave her another 2 ounces. Chugged it. I was like, my child. Behold, my baby. What the fuck is a binky? Oh, it's a pacifier, a dummy, whatever you want to call it. Ziff, thank you for the biddies. A Talking Cabbage, thank you for the 25 months. And Capgun, thank you for the 18. Yeah, because that's a problem. Like, even with, like, for reals nipples, right? I have 2 different friends whose babies just like refused, just like did not want to be breastfed. They just didn't like it. They wouldn't latch. There was just something about it that they hated, right? So, that's why lactation consultants exist, because apparently this thing that seems like it should be so innate and like just work. It just doesn't work sometimes. Sam always laughs though, because if she's like doing this stuff, it means that she won't necessarily eat, right? Like she's hungry and I'm trying to feed her, but she's so uncomfortable that like she's trying to eat while also doing this, and so she won't eat, right? So sometimes then Sam will take her, but then she's like desperately trying to like wriggle her way to Sam's boobs, like Sam's nipples. And he's like, this is not going to work out for you, baby girl. EXESNL, thank you so much for subscribing. And Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Angel Baby as fuck. Yeah, we can apply for her to be a dual citizen. And we are going to. I find this fascinating. Every time I talk about babies, there's somebody in chat who's like, what? What? Babies are weird. I agree.
Welcome,
They are
you
weird.
Fine, cat-loving, coffee-drinking.
Jeannie,
babe.
one of my really good friends, Jeannie and I FaceTimed, and she was asking me all kinds of questions. She was like, give me the nitty gritty, give me the weird shit, tell me everything. And I was like, all right. Okay, I will. Dig Your Own Hole, thank you for the 10 months. This one is for TB. Oh, well, thank you. Stray Polygon, thank you so much for subscribing. Hollenbeck, thank you for the 25. And Adam, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 11 months. Hello, small friend. Hello, small friend. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So we saw Deadpool last night, and it was great. I've had a few friends be like, it was kind of like recycled jokes, or the jokes didn't really land. None of us felt that way. We were like, we thought that it was really funny. Any plans to raise your kid with a cool accent? Well, if she's in England surrounded by other British children, she will have a British accent and probably pronounce a couple of things really stupid because of me. People will be like, it's so odd. Like, she pronounces like this word and this word wrong. I'll be like, I'm sorry, that was me. I did that to you, my poor child. Misa J, thank you so much for the biddies. Cheers to the large amount of baby talk going on in my life. I have a new nephew who was born the same day as Clark. Oh. Well, hey, your nephew's about to be a month old. Sick. I want to rewatch the first one a lot. I still need to watch the first Deadpool movie. Oh, you've never seen it? You should. The comedy is really spot on, I think.
Welcome.
One day, yeah, we'd like to live in the UK.
Loving coffee, drinking, burrito.
Liver Dasmans, thank you so much for subscribing. I do that. I'm a Brit kid who moved to the USA, and I still say stuff wrong after 7 years. Yeah, I think I was talking about this, but I have a friend whose mom is English and dad is American, and they live here, but he like enunciates things very specifically, and it always, when I would talk to him, I would always think to myself, like, man, the way that he like talks and inflects some things is just like slightly weird. Not that it's wrong or like sounds terrible or anything like that, but I was just like, there's something different in there. And then he was like, yeah, my mom's English, and I was like, oh, it's all coming together. Do you show her often on your stream? I showed her on Mother's Day, and I showed her on my first Saturday morning Dooger back after we had her. At least I don't want to show her on stream a lot. I don't want to exploit my baby. Wait, jaguar? Wait, how do English people say jaguar? Now I'm listening to the way I say jaguar, and it sounds weird. Jaguar. Oh. Jaguar. Oh, that's really funny. I didn't know. I don't think that I've ever heard Sam say that word. Jaguar. Yeah, I say jaguar. They say it wrong. My boyfriend and I argue about it. I just got here and we're talking about jaguars. Yeah. It sounds weird though, right? Now that I'm like overthinking it, I hate that. When I say a word enough that I'm like, that's wrong. Like, there's something really wrong about that. Oh, I'll never pronounce caramel correctly, ever. I'll pronounce caramel the way that I was raised to pronounce caramel, in the middle of nowhere in Oregon. My sister pronounces it the same way. I felt so vindicated. Because I was like, have I just like created this terrible way to say caramel? And like nobody else in my life says it that way, but my sister does. I was like, yes, it's regional. Get fucked. Just wait until she gets older. Wait, what was that? Just wait until she gets older. And you have to utter phrases like, stop licking the dog, or why is there poop in your hair? Yeah, I was like, man, it'll be really fun once she's like moving around more. And my sister was like, haha, Sure, yeah, it'll be more fun. You also won't be able to just like leave her in one spot and know she'll stay there. I was like, that's true. That's true. Give and take, right? As a raised Oregonian, I can confirm caramel. Pff, hell yeah. I say it that way as well, and I'm from New York. I wonder where it came from. Oh, weird. Yeah, I know a lot of people here in California who say caramel. Can you say Worcester sauce? That's how I always say it. Worcester. Worcestershire. I'm trying to think though. I know a lot of people who say Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. How do you pronounce water? Water. With a D. Water. And poor Sam has to overpronounce it. Otherwise, people don't know what he's asking for. Water. Because, you know, with these boys, they just get rid of T's. They just fucking like toss the T's somewhere else, and then it just sounds like whoa. And then people are like, "I'm sorry, what would you like, sir? Sorry, what was that?" Liver Dasmins, thank you so much for subscribing. Dude of Honor, thank you for the biddies. Beast Wolfgang, thank you for the 5 months. And Madman J Slim, thank you so much for the host. We turn a lot of hard T's into D's. Sam's British. Yeah, British. Has a D in it. Water. I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, that's a very common thing for me. How do you pronounce Titus? I say Titus. Octo says Titus, and it always makes me laugh. I'm sure maybe Titus is correct. I would assume because, you know, Octo's big weeb. But whenever he says Titus, it makes me laugh.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe. Welcome, you
Ravelin, thank you
fine
so much for
cat-loving,
subscribing. And John Murlock, thank you so much
burrito
for
babe.
subscribing as well. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. And Bobo the Dog, thank you for the biddies. I have to go now. I'm tired. P.S. Did you Google Sunstone? I need to know if you did. No, I was going to Google it after. Yo, Potato, thank you so much for the biddies as well. Thanks for the good feels this morning. Yeah. Well, I was thinking to myself, like, should I talk about TB? Should I not talk about TB? Because I was like, well, it'll wind up being like sad, right? If I talk about TB. And then I was like, it doesn't have to be though. It honestly, you know, like remembering awesome stuff about somebody who really had a huge impact on your life, like that doesn't have to be sad. That can be very celebratory, you know. So I'm glad that you got good feels from this stream. Wiggity, thank you so much for subscribing. Nag, thank you so much for the biddies. And thank you again for gifting so many subs. It's very sweet of you. Dopey-ax, thank you so much for subscribing. And Tixalor, thank you so much for subscribing.
Welcome, you fine.
Your pronunciation of Titus makes more sense. Titus as in tide. Right, but it's, you know, it was originally Japanese pronounced. Titus. Not talking about TB would be weird. I agree. I totally agree.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
We have no plans for co-op, for anything like that. There's other stuff that that needs to be dealt with, so. And just time, you know. So. How does Sam pronounce Clark? I don't know. I can like hear it in my head, but I'm like, is that different from how I say it? I don't know. Riso, thank you so much for subscribing. And Limp D Dickert, thank you for subscribing. And Liffy, thank you for the 22 months. Yes, as a reminder, the GoFundMe is totally legit. Jenna knows about it. Jenna's the only one who can take money from it. So any of you who showed up after we talked about the GoFundMe, definitely check it out. Share it if you can. Give if you can. Why Americans pronounce Aaron is really different. Aaron is how I say that name. Like Aaron, Aaron. All Aarons sound the same for us. Yeah, it's more of an AH in the middle, I think. Clock. Oh, like clock. Aaron. I built up the courage to go stream some Dad of War. Oh. I'm Aaron and my wife is Erin, so it's kind of hilarious to anyone who's met us. It's less hilarious to me at this point, I'm sure. But you can't choose who you love. Didn't you have a hard time at one point when you called Happily Ego Raptor and some Polaris guy named Aaron all at the same time? Yeah, I know a lot of Aarons, a ton of Aarons. Aurelian, Happily Aaron, Aaron Umatani, Ego Raptor. I feel like there's one more. Oh, Gearheart. But that's just a friend of mine. Oh my gosh. There we go. Almighty Bobino, thank you so much for the biddies. Nag, thank you for the biddies. And Madman J Slim, thank you for the biddies. Like a lot of other people, the co-op show got me through a lot of hard times in college and at work. I wish you guys the best. Thank you. Danny Catmom, thank you so much for the biddies. I'm pleased to finally be a member of the Cat Gang. Love my brother for gifting me my sub. Oh, that's very sweet. Been watching you since Sherlock versus Jack the Ripper. Oof, a long time. Man, that was a shit show. That whole playthrough was a shit show. Oh my god, guys. I started playing Moonlighters. Oh my god. That game is so unbelievably up my alley. I was watching number one Alex play it. And I was like, God, this game looks so fun. It's got like the dungeon crawly part. But like maybe I wouldn't enjoy the shop manager part as much. I don't know. And Sam was like, you should just try it. So he got both of us codes and I played it and I was like, I love this game. I love this game so much. My aunt just had a successful heart transplant. That's awesome, Tasu Man. I'm so glad. God, stuff like that must be so terrible. A heart transplant? God, how do they even do that? It's crazy. That's nuts. I'm so happy for you. That's incredible. JB Cal, thank you for the 29 months. Drillick, thank you for subscribing. McKingier, thank you so much for subscribing. 14 Mystic Dildos, thank you for subscribing. All of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Jared, thank you for the biddies. Exakel, thank you for the biddies. And Art of Cell, thank you for the 19 months. It's definitely magic, right? Like, what the fuck? Aunt, yes. I don't believe they remove the first heart in a transplant. You kind of have two. Yeah, they like go like a little at a time, right? So that like for a decent amount of it, you're attached to like two different hearts, right? They call me Surprise. Thank you so much for the biddies. Have you heard of the games Snake Pass or Racketeer? Yeah, we've played Racketeer before. We didn't play Snake Pass, though. Torek Ferrero, thank you for the biddies. What would you recommend to a casual anime watcher like myself? I need an expert's help. We normally recommend, like, Death Note for the most part is good. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is incredible. I always recommend that to people, but it's longer. Both Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop are fantastic. Samurai Champloo is actually my favorite anime ever. If you want something like more romancy that's really, really good, Ore Monogatari is really good. My Love Story is how it's translated. Dude, like, finding out what Fruits Basket is about blew my mind. Because Fruits Basket has always been one of those ones that people just constantly are like, oh my God, I love Fruits Basket, right? And it feels like it's been around forever. Like, I remember in high school, people were reading Fruits Basket all the time. And high school was a decent amount of time ago for me, right? But I never looked into it. I never watched it. I never read it. I had no idea what Fruits Basket was about. I just knew that it was a shoujo, and I typically don't enjoy shoujo stuff very much. So I was just like, I don't really have any interest in finding out what that is. And then I saw a thing that referenced a Fruits Basket AU. I tweeted it, but it was basically like the Fruits Basket AU, where anytime somebody's touched, they turn into an animal. And I was like, holy shit, is that what Fruits Basket is? Is it just Shoujo Ranma 1/2? Like, is that what we're doing? And then found out a bit like more of like the intricacies of what the storyline is. But I was just like, what? How did I not know that? How did I not know that that's what Fruits Basket is about? So weird. Abasyar, thank you so much for subscribing. And Strange Lace, thank you for the biddies. I know it's not much, but I wanted to give you something. Can I ask what advice you'd give to someone who wants to stream but isn't sure what to do? Well, I mean, when you're first starting out, you don't get like a lot of people coming in and out. So it honestly would like give you time to sort of figure out what you enjoy doing. I think all of us always wind up saying like, stream stuff that's fun for you, right? Like, play games that you enjoy playing, do whatever you would enjoy doing, right? If you want to do art, like, because you have to be on like the whole time, right? You need to pull your energy from something. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not pulling like good energy from it, to put back into like streaming, right? So, just try stuff out, figure out what you want to do. As you get more people coming in, sort of solidify in your mind how you want your community to behave and how you want to like run everything, you know? Because unfortunately, at least I think it's impossible to have, well, it's not impossible, but I wouldn't want it. I was going to say, it's impossible to just have a stream where you're like, there aren't really any rules, but just like, you know, don't do shitty stuff, because people always wind up being like, well, I didn't think that was shitty. It's like, okay, you know, like just to avoid that, like start solidifying in your mind, like what you think is okay, what you think isn't okay. But like first ground floor stuff is figure out what you enjoy doing, right? That's how I think. Cliche, thank you for the biddies. What's a good series to introduce my wife to anime with? I think Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo are good introductory ones because they're short. They're short and they have kind of an artistic spin, you know? You know what I think is actually like a really good, like beautiful short anime? It's not like spot on great. But Genkutsuo I thought was really interesting. I think that might be an interesting one to watch with somebody who doesn't watch a lot of anime. The Flarf, thank you so much for subscribing. Kuba the Bear, thank you for the 15 months. Kidder Kadinks, thank you for the host. And Soli2, thank you for the 5 months. Hi, Dodger. You commented on my tweet about my boyfriend sitting with the Slayer at lunch in Monster Prom, and you told us to romance them. Well, we didn't, but we're working on getting all the endings. It's a lot of fun. Was it fun to take part in the game? Yeah, man. Well, it was crazy because Jesse and I had been talking with them for a while, and Jesse, Jesse kept like goofing about how he wanted to make his own dating sim. What some of you might not know is he was like legitimately like really looking into doing that, right? And then the more that he talked with the Monster Prom guys, I guess he was like, what if I just helped produce this? Like, this is already a great concept, you know? What if I just helped this get done? So that's what he wound up doing. So Jesse's actually like a producer on that game. And so we were getting like lots of updates about how the game was going from Jesse, and it got us super excited because we played, just like the basic like demo a long time ago, played it at a bunch of different conventions. So it's really cool for it to be out now. I auditioned for the cat girl, for the shopkeeper. I auditioned for her voice and the Coven and for Slayer, and they wound up using me for Slayer, which is cool. I watched some of my favorite streamers play Monster Prom. It was adorable. I'm so happy people love it so much. It's really funny. Yeah, you know what's interesting is I don't know why, but I really like that all of the characters are terrible. I really like that all of the characters are super terrible. Is that awful? Secretly you wanted to be the cat girl? No, because they asked me to do like trials for them sort of one at a time. So the first one that they asked me to do was cat girl, and I was like, of course. And then they were like, can you do like, what voice would you give for the Coven? So I did some stuff for the Coven. And then when they asked me if I would try for Slayer, they literally were like, can you just give us one of like a crazy Dodger voice? Can you just basically be yourself? And I was like, sure. So part of me was going, I think this is, if they're going to give me a role, I think this is going to be the one that I wind up getting. Pez Mundingo, thank you so much for the biddies. Wishing you all the best with recent events. Are you a fan of Parasite? I am. I love Parasite. I actually was a huge fan of the manga when I was too young to be reading that manga. I read it and I was like, this is horrifying as like a child. But, sometimes as a child, when you read or watch something horrifying, you're like, I'm an adult now. I'm an adult now, and I love this thing. Overgrown Owl, thank you so much for the 5 months. And Nag Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Pickle Power. Pickle Power, welcome to the cat gang.
You fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking...
The only monster I'm able to take to prom is Liam. Yeah, they all have, they all have, like focuses, right? I'm not going to say what their focuses are, but as you play the game more, it becomes more evident, like, how do I get into this person's favor? How do I get into this person's favor, right? And also realizing that different stages of the game, you have more or less to lose. Like at lunch, you can't really fail, At lunch, it's kind of your opportunity to just be like, I want to hang out with this person without the possibility of losing a bunch of points, like knowing that's kind of how it's broken up, I think kind of helps. Oh, Indie Warp, thank you. I have 2 versions of the first volume of Parasite. One of them has color pages. Oh, crazy. The first time that I read Parasite was when they, it was kind of America's first attempt at doing like Shonen Jump, right? With like like lots of different manga all broken up into different like colors and stuff. And it was called Mixzine. I still have it. And it had Sailor Moon in it. It had Parasite. It had God, what else was in there? I can't remember. But I bought it for Sailor Moon because Sailor Moon was like on the cover, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, it's Sailor Moon. And she was like, oh my gosh. So we bought it, and Parasite was in there, and it was one of the early chapters with I won't spoil anything, with the lion. It was one of the early stages of the story with the lion. And I remember going through it and being like, I just wanted to watch magical girls do stuff. What the fuck? Like, just as a little kid, just like, oh my God, this is very gruesome. But I reread it so many times. Like, looking back, I'm like, what was going on with me? It's just like, how old was I? I must have been like 8 or 9 years old. Because that was right when I was getting into Sailor Moon. Yeah, I was pretty young reading Parasite, being like, this is very bloody. Is this Madoka? I know that this isn't how you meant it, but I'm imagining this meme. Just holding a hand up to Parasite. Is this Madoka? My first manga was DN Angel. Oh my gosh. Aaron and I loved DN Angel. It's coming back. Are you ready? Are you ready for DN Angel to come back? Aaron and I were screaming at each other, but like through text. Dissard, thank you so much for subscribing. Nagnag, thank you for gifting a sub to Connie Cookie. And Nagnag, thank you for gifting a sub also to Fuzzy Nut. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Same thing for me with Akira. Oh gosh. Like, it's anime. It's fine. Anime's for kids. One of my first manga was Vinland Saga. You started at the top. You started at the top. Do you like stuff like Inuyashiki and Gant? I don't like Gantz, but I really do like Inuyashiki. Yeah, my mom clued into that really fast, actually. I think I was talking about this the other day, but like at our video rental store, right? Back when those were a thing. At our movie rental store, there was like the international section, and they had like 3 or 4 different anime VHS, and I got one of them, and it was Bubblegum Crisis, and Bubblegum Crisis was a little too, again, was like just slightly above what I really should have been watching, right? And then the next time that I grabbed something, my mom took it from me and flipped it over and looked at the warnings on it and was like, "You're not getting this." And I was like, "Oh man." But like a lot of, like at the time at least, a lot of parents were just like, "It's anime. It's fine." Bubblegum Crisis is old school, dude. First manga that I collected was Fushigi Yugi. Oh my god, Fushigi Yugi. Holy shit. I never read the Fushigi Yugi follow-up that was about the turtle girl. Fuck, I can't remember. I can't remember the name of all of them. My local store had a Japanimation section, then they put hentai there. Goodness gracious. Pluto, how are you? How sick are you of taking down Sam's streams for him? Yeah, Genbu no Miko. They made like there was like a second, like a follow-up manga that was about the Genbu girl. I love when I'm in bed at 1 a.m. and he messages me. I just love it. Sam's just like, what is wrong with me? He comes all the way home and is like, I left my stream on. Fuck. Imbris Noctis, thank you for the 15 months. He's inherited the mommy brain. Dude, I know that I've said this a bunch, but like he startles awake at least 10 times like every night because of her. My first manga and anime was Berserk. Oh gosh. Mashed Potato Brain, thank you so much for the 5 months. Heathen Ninox, thank you so much for the biddies. I can't usually watch streams because of work. I even work weekends sometimes, but I thought I would tune in and say hi. Anime tip, Hellsing Ultimate. Hellsing is good shit. Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Heathen Ninox. Welcome to the Cat Gang. And Jazz Jackrabbit, thank you for the 23. Hope you're doing okay through this tough time. Yeah, I talked about it a bunch at the beginning of the stream, but yeah, you know, we're dealing with it. Nag, thank you for gifting another sub to Max Volume. Max Volume, welcome to the Cat Gang. My wife can't stop giggling every time the cat meows. What's up, waifu? Merlin Herc, thank you for the 35 months. I read Prison Break as my first manga. Oh shit, Garth, that's right. Didn't you come to MangaPod for Prison Break and you were like, I guess I'll have to read this? God, am I misremembering that? Because I remember there was somebody who was like, all right, I really want to read this now. And I was like, this is going to be your first manga? I don't know about that. My first anime was Full Metal Alchemist. It's a good one. My first was DBZ. Yeah, Sailor Moon was my first, and then DBZ after that. Leduc, thank you so much for the 8 months. That is exactly what happened. See, mom brain only goes so far, okay? Strict Machine, thank you for the 37 months. Oh gosh, Julia Hardy was such a fantastic guest on Co-op every time. I loved it. She was so fun to riff with. We've been watching the Netflix Lost in Space show. It's actually pretty good. We also watched Cobra Kai. For any of you who are lucky enough to live in an area that has YouTube Red, the Cobra Kai show is fantastic. It was like really funny. I had low expectations, I'm gonna be honest, but my sister watched it with my nephew, and they loved it. My sister was like, we have to watch Cobra Kai, because my brother and my sister were obsessed with Karate Kid. So she was like, look, we have to watch Cobra Kai. I need all of you to sit down and we can watch Cobra Kai together. So we all watched it together. And it was really funny. My brother was like, there were a couple moments where my brother was like getting kind of choked up because he just loved Karate Kid so much. And there are moments where they use like the same music and they do lots of references to it. And he was just like, this is so great. I love this. I was like, holy shit, YouTube Red made a good show. Obviously I loved Good Game, but I'm biased. My whole family got super into Cobra Kai. It was awesome. Yeah, right? I was like, whoa. Battle Pumpkin, thank you for the 19 months. And Harper, thank you so much for the biddies. And Strict Machine, thank you for the 37 months. The person playing Dr. Smith does it so well. They make me genuinely angry. Yeah, dude. Every episode, when Dr. Smith shows up on the screen, like somebody in my family is like, I fucking hate this girl. I hate her so much. Are you watching the second season of Westworld? We're actually waiting until all of it comes out. Sam and I kept being like, should we start Westworld? But we both really just want to blast through it once it's all out. So that's what we're going to do instead. Good Game needs a season 2. I know. I'm sad that it didn't get picked up again. This season of Westworld is amazing. My sister said specifically, this season of Westworld is a brain fuck. I was like, more than the last season? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay. Will you or Sam watch part of the Doctor Who marathon? I'll probably tune into the Doctor Who marathon, yeah. I'm watching Westworld in halves. You can wait until half the season's out. That makes sense. I need to shower and eat, but I'm glad I was able to catch the stream even for a bit. Have a great weekend. You too. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to wrap up pretty soon here, but I hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out. Westworld Season 2 is nowhere near the brainfuck the first season was. Man, some people...
Drinking burrito babe.
Yeah, Garth disagrees with you. Look, like some... I don't know what to believe. Blood Odin, thank you so much for subscribing. And Marissa Rue, thank you so much for the 3 months. And Maverick Kaiser, thank you for the 31. My first anime was Pokemon, if that counts. It totally does. It absolutely does. Bye, Mew. Have a good day.
You fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking.
I Hales, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. How am I doing? I'm okay.
You fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking.
Havoc Ryan, thank you so much for subscribing. If we count Pokemon, mine was DBZ. Yeah, I mean, I said DBZ is one of my first. Definitely counts. Just because they're well known and watched by a lot of people doesn't mean that they don't count. It's like I always get really frustrated when, you know, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I really like anime. I got super into Naruto," and people are like, "Oh, you like Naruto? I see." And I'm like, since when do we get to be assholes about like what anime people like? Very silly, I think. What was the first anime that you knew was an anime and not a cartoon? Oh, that's an interesting question. Yeah, like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z were just like cartoons to me for a long time, right? In the morning, so my thing in the morning was always, okay, I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. So that's what time I got up when I was younger. Get up at 6 a.m., watch Sonic the Hedgehog, which was hilarious because sometimes they showed like the normal ass Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, and sometimes they showed the underground cartoon, which I was super into the comics. I collected every Sonic the Hedgehog comic. So whenever they showed the underground one, I was like, oh, it's the comic book characters, right? But they like alternated. It was super weird, and they never went in order. But I would get up super early and eat my breakfast and watch Sonic. And then when I switched schools, one of the girls in my class was super obsessed with Sailor Moon. And she was like, oh my gosh, you have to watch it. This is where it is. And it was the same channel that I watched Sonic on, but it came on before Sonic. So I was like, perfect. So then I would watch Sailor Moon and then Sonic. And then on the weekends, started watching Dragon Ball. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's such a good question. What was the first time that I started watching an anime and like realized like, oh, this is anime, right? That's such an interesting question. Gosh, I'm not sure. I can't think of it. You and me had the same morning schedule. Justinas, thank you so much for the 30 months. Thank you, Ninro. Yeah. Digimon. Digital monsters. By the time Pokemon came out here, I knew that Pokemon was like anime. I did know that. I'm trying to think. I don't know. But in the meantime, let's read off our new subscribers. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Much love to everybody who hung out and talked with me about TV and shared stories and stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed. He was incredible. Like an incredible friend, just an amazing dude. I was very lucky and very blessed to have him in my life. Yeah. And that's really all that there is to say. So I hope that you guys will continue to support Jenna and Orion. They're going through a lot right now, obviously. And they're also just great. I loved every time I got to hang out with Orion. Orion was just like the coolest kid. And Jenna obviously is like an incredible woman. So yeah, they could definitely use all of the support and love that you can give. And yeah, I think that that's it. If you enjoyed watching today, hit the follow button if you're new here. And if you're not new here and you came back, cool. Thank you. All right. I'm going to read off the new subscribers now. If you're taking off, thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much to Kettlecorn, Halifel, Reekis, Avatar of Maul, Yasmo Jam, Strange Lace, Alt Royalty, Bunchy, Bluish, Winged Berry, Sassy Servine, Tyroglyphus, Fight Growth, Totally Alley, Rock Marcos, Descorp, The Solar Man, Amant, Obsidian Jeff, Shinryo, G-Merc, Sleepy Kelvina, Spence, Braids, Trid Bites, 10 Circles, Blacklight, Y-Rocks, Firestorm, Lil Kato with the Blue Hair, Sauron's Hot Dogs, Rugalo, Praise the Butterfly, Grimsteel Reaper, Not a Furry, Rebel Farmer, Agent Sun, Bad Francis, Brightstone, Space Buns, Warm Water, Matthias, Pseudo, Gumpy Grendel, Deadman, Haimuno, Chris Nashington, The Funya Rinpa, Blunder Crush, Taulus, Music Ninja, Wad Player, Mark Demp 94, Astolfo, Cyavia, Asgarth, Quizat, Dark Chant, Trist, Valo, Nasubin, Shaysun, Boba the Dog, Otterstotch, Meta, Wobags, Amy Igabeth, Shroom, Phoenix, Eamon Casey, Gonzo the Sock Puppet, LCJ Corsa, William Block, Ambi B. Fox, Galactic Boredom, Gira the Hero, Marcats, Nalis, Rabid Tribble, Clone DC, Duchess of Sass, Kitsune for Life, Starscreamer, Wardo 1993, The Minoc, G Jardum, Daring Do Nothing, Waffle Ghost, Roar Garen, Steel Tooth, Chattleton, Lolly Days, Ianugo, Olympius, Matsukawa, Athan Immortal, Thiestro, Fairly Funny Feline Friend, Gengzi, Monolithic Void, Danny Cat Mum, Tassuman, Fatal Strike, Crowbar High Five, Gilly Now, Midwinter Lily, Holuja, Our House, Virtual Last, Phoning 123, Aiden Serenity, Trainerk, DR Spiz, Draylin, Senotran, Oh Manimal Sand, Smoke Scully, Fat Biscuits, Sea Game Me, Mighty Deacon, The Silent Ginger, Vivid Chim, Jack 15, 1D, NGG12, Lazy Blue Guy, Nexio TLG, Chronicoma, Kidu Jance, Moose 666, The Warden. Sorry, I told him I was gonna make it sound like more and more ridiculous, and I didn't want to leave it, you know. Skriker 689, Valicia, Venomin, Slacks in the Big Mendowski, Dinosaur, Cursed Odin, Hitman, Fluoresci, Neo Visual, Tyrell Stratus, Insight Override, Blackstar Victoria, Umaxtu, Brian X88, Torque Ferrero, Ziff 1987, Cute Fox 101, Fangry Boy, Almost All Might Will, Incinefan, Addles, Ko Kuma, M4R13, Breeding 77, Chompers, Matthias KC, Kruggy the Purple King, Dexter 561, Peacock Chan, Mr. Peril, Touched Muppet, Amazulin, Nordernier, Skirk, Miko 61016, Crystal Lee, Fluffy Ducks, Zarkri, Ek Richter, Basic Drew, Vagrant Thought, Big Sizzle, One Point Man, Paramore FTW, Ramble, Rip Zagus, Odious Spoons, Nesidolon, Ancoa, possibly a Joe, Coriolanus, Jelani Raptorus, Persuasion Check, British Digestive, Uxie's, Stray Polygon, The K-Mind, Angel Baby as Fuck, XSNL, Radif, Libertasmans, Death Trap, Mrs. Musica, Dopiax, Wigwiggity, Ravelin, John Murlock, Tixelor, Riso, Limpty Dickert, Drellick, The Flarf, Abyssayar, 14 Mystic Dildos, McKingier, Pickle Power, The Battle Pumpkin, Desarda, Connie Cookie, Blood Odin, Max Volume, Heathen Ninox, Fuzzy Nut, Eels, Honey Eels, Eye Hails, Havoc Ryan, Legion 24PL, oh my gosh, Junks 2300, Ian Dentify, Greyhound Exile, Kinfinity, Cat Killing Curiosity, Ashley Little, Haters Hate2, and Cartman 8648. Thank you all so much. Oh my goodness, lots of love today. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much to the people who gifted 1 million subs today as well. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate that. And yeah, we'll host or raid somebody in the meantime. Trisilian, thank you so much for subscribing right at the end here. And take care of yourselves, guys. If you need to, remember, it's always okay to cry. It's always okay to cry. It's always okay to feel sad, and just let yourself feel those feelings. Take some time to yourself. TB impacted a lot of us. Whether you met him or not, if there was an impact on you, that's real. That's like a real thing. And, it's good to let yourself be sad and remember somebody who was as awesome as he was. So have a great day. Mwah to TB. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye.